Hello and welcome everyone to our channel Basic ICT PNG. This video falls under our basic computing skills category of videos. Here we explain the drag and drop method of the computer mouse. In this video we first cover what is the drag and drop method, followed by the steps of the drag and drop method. Then we look at the uses of the drag and drop method. And finally, we see examples of the uses of the drag and drop method. Let's start our discussion by answering the question, what is the mouse drag and drop? Well, the mouse drag and drop is simply a method of moving a selected item or content from one location to another in a computer system. The item can be a single character, a group of text, any form of illustration, or any object, a file, or a folder. The drag and drop method can be used in place of cut and paste as well as copy and paste in certain circumstances. Next, let's look at the uses of the mouse drag and drop. While there are many uses of the mouse drag and drop, these are some of the common um, uses. There are 5 common uses. 1. You move the selected content from one location to another in a file. 2. You move text from one file to another file. Or you move files or folders from one location to another in the same storage device. Or you can copy files or folders from one storage device to another. Or you can use mouse drag and drop to create application shortcuts. So these are 5 of the common uses of drag and drop. Next, let's look at the steps of mouse drag and drop. The drag and drop method involves the following steps. There are 4 steps. Step number 1, you have to select an item or content. Step number 2, you left click the mouse and hold down. Step number 3, you drag the selection to the desired location. Step number 4, drop the selected content, which means you just let go at the destination. Finally, let's see the demonstrations or examples of these 5 common uses of the drag and drop method. So the first one is to move selected content from one location to another in a file. So this is, for instance, this is a Word document, and when you look down here, these sentences talk about uh, when commands are used to insert page numbers. So it's referring to this command. See, now as you can see, this question, let's say we want to move it up here, we have to do is, all we have to do is select. So we select this text, left click hold, and we drag up here. All right, so this is an example of moving content within the same document. Next, next, let's look at moving selected text from one file to another. All right, so here we would have 2 files. So for instance, here I have 2 Word documents. One is page number in document and the other is document 2. Selecting content from one file to another. So these are two different files. So let's say I wanted to move this content or this text called test. I want to move it to the next document here, which is called document 2. So I select the text called test, left click hold, and I drag. I drag it all the way across to the next document and I let go. When I do that, you can see, as you can see in the previous document here, the word test is not there, it's moved to the other document. Okay, so that's moving text from one file to another. Okay, example 3 or demonstration 3 will be moving files or folders from one location to another in the same storage device. All right, so we're talking about the same storage device, for instance, from your computer, somewhere in your computer to another location in your computer. Or in our example here, we will look at moving files in a USB drive, which is drive D here. So we have certain files here. So what we're going to do here in this example here is we move this movies here into the movies folder. All right. So it says files or folders. So let's try move files from one location to another in the USB. All right. So these um, files, movie files. I select all of these, left click hold, and I drag them up to the movies folder. So that's moving files. If I open the movies folder, you see the files there. You can also move folders. So I select the folder. See, this is a folder called Movies 2020. It's different from the movies folder. I move this one as this folder into here. So I left click hold and I drag it, let go. And again in there, you see Movies 2020 is in the movies folder. So that's an example of moving files or folders from one location to another in the same storage device. Next, you copy files or folders from one storage device to another. So when you drag and drop from one storage device to another, you're actually copying. So let's look at this. So in our example here, I have my desktop here. That's my desktop. I want to move the movies 2024 folder and file a movie file called The Last Kingdom, Seven Kings Must Die. All right. So I'll move this to the USB drive. First of all, I've located my USB drive. So that's my USB. All right. I go to the movies folder. That's my movies folder. Minimize that. So I'm in my movies folder in the flash drive from a different device, which is my C drive. All right. From a hard drive of this computer to the USB. So I left click, hold, and drag and drop. Step number 1. Okay, here in this case, it's already in there, so I have to replace it. So I'm just creating a copy of it. You see the original still remains there. Just watch this to go and complete. And then we'll do the folder. We'll copy the folder across to the flash drive. So first of all, select, left click, hold down, drag, and let go, drop. When you let go, that means you're dropping it. Let go. So I have copied the movies folder, movies 24 folders, 2024 folder into the movies folder in the flash drive. right? That's from copying files or folders from one storage device to another. And the fifth and final example will be creating application shortcuts. Now, look at my desktop here. I don't have a Word 2019 shortcut, so I will create Word 2019 shortcut, right? Using the drag and drop method. So I go start. I search for Word 2019. I have Word 2019 or Word here, right? Left click, hold, drag. As you can see, I'll move the link to the desktop, create a link to the desktop on the desktop of my computer. Let go. That's Word there. So the moment I click this, it launches Word 2019. So this is a demonstration or an example of creating application shortcuts. You can do this with any other application. Okay, so this is the end of our examples. We have come to the end of our video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of such content. Thank you. See you in the next video.